Hello everybody, Jelsa Farmer here, and yeah, I'm on FS19 today. FS22 has been out for almost a year now, and I haven't played FS19 for 1 second after the new game came out. But I was getting a little bit, I don't want to say tired, but I want to try something new. And then I realized, I'm gonna make a video of the top 10 items, things, slash mods that I miss from FS19, which we don't have on FS22 yet. So yeah, I'm on console. I'm on PlayStation 5. The game FS19 game I have is a PS4 version. But that doesn't matter that much. No, this is the edge grain is not a part of it, even because we have one of these now on FS22. But anyway, first I want to mention the first thing is multi-crop things, root crops. On FS19, on several maps, we had more kind of multi-fruit maps. Like here on Attingham Park, we had onions like this. What we also had was carrots. Oh yeah, we got some Irish carrots. And we don't see that much of multi-fruit maps, at least not on console on FS22. So that's actually the first thing I'm missing on FS22. More root crops, carrots, onions. We had like what, rye and triticale, and yeah, that was, even though they are not root crops. But anywho, so that's my first one. The second one is no, it's not this multi-fruit cedar planter, but it's more like of a script, I would say. It's I don't. This is blow my mind that we haven't got this yet, but it's the camera collision. And what the camera collision does, I have this installed now. If you don't have it, like we have on FS22, if I go back here, then everything is jumping around and everything is going crazy. But on FS19 we have camera collision, and then I can go back here. I could even zoom in through the implement or equipment. So yeah, camera collision. There's so many great models out there. Why don't we have camera collision FS22? That's that's over my head. So that's number two. Number three is this little fellow here. The I just call it Martha Stewart. I don't know why I call it Martha Stewart. I think because one of the mothers, his name is Anne Marie or something. CNS Anne Marie. Now this one here is a buying station for seed, lime, and fertilizer, and it's cheap as chips. Um, do I want to? Yeah, where do you find this? Well, this one, I'm not using this kind of menu again. It's pretty. It's not that easy, but I found this one under, was it miscellaneous? Yeah, I have so many old mods. There we go. The multi-silo is 6,000 to buy, and yeah, it's really cheap products. I used it all the time on FS19. I know we have the multi-fruit silo by 82 Square Studio, which is completely free, more or less free. But this kind of felt a little bit better. You at least had to pay something for it. But anyway, that's the Martha Stewart silo. Next one is just here. Probably one of my favorite medium tractors. That's the Case Puma CBX. And this one here is, yeah, I'm not a blood fan case, but this is probably the best case I have driven on FS19. Let's see the menu system here. Medium tractors, and yeah, look at the slot count. 1299 was the slot count on FS19. Now on FS22, we're getting maps that are bigger than 1299. But here we go. This is how you get it. But there are a ton of modification on this one amongst colors. So you can go, if you're really crazy. You can go. You can go John Deere if you want. And there's a lot of wheel options. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but yeah, this twin narrow wheels are. Oh. And engine setup, you can get it from 225 all the way up to 300 horsepower. So yeah, this is on my list, that's for sure. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fill it up this one with fertilizer. Let's see. I can't remember how much it is, but I don't think it's much. 3,900 liter with fertilizer. Bam. There we go. $312. Cheap as chips. But at least you're paying something. And the speed on this one also is pretty great. 53 kilometers an hour. So yeah, I can't remember who this was by. And also a disclaimer, of course. There could be some of these mods that we have already in FS22, but yeah. So a disclaimer there, we might have it already, but I don't think so. This one we don't have. Camera collision we don't have. So next one, one of my favorite small tractors. The Fendt favorite 515X. It's not C. I think in the official model it's called X. So the reason why I like this one, it's a great starter tractor. You can get it up to all the way up to 195 horsepower, I think it is. And you can get it with a front loader, front PTO, some nice twin narrow wheels on the back, and the price on this one is, woo, it's cheap as chips. So let's see. No, not that one. Small tractors. That's the in-game Fendt. Let's see, buddy, where are you? This one. So you can get it with gear shift sound or without. That doesn't matter that much. Well, I always take it with gear shift sound, to add a little bit extra. But the nice thing about this guy here is if you go to main color, now you see the price is 77,000. If you go to the main color and change it to old metal, look on the price now. Whoop. It took off 40,000 on the price, and now it's only 37,000. And like I said, there are a ton of wheel options. We're not going to go through all of these. But yeah, with or without front PTO, you can change the exhaust pipe. Front loader, yes or no. Yeah, that's the engine setup. Sorry, so you can get it with 115, 125, 140, 150, and 195 horsepower. And that's gonna cost you 49,000. This was always my go-to, so to speak, start tractor. So let's listen to the gear shift sound. Oh, Was a little bit loud, that case there. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah. And it's quick, 53 kilometers an hour. This field here has obviously been withered. But yeah. And I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Sealy P, who showed me this one. And he actually, Mr. Sealy P, in my early days when I started YouTubing, I asked Mr. Sealy P where he got this. I think I asked him on Twitter, or was it Facebook, when he was doing 6 ashes, and he answered me because it was not easy to find. But it's called, because there are several of these Fendt 515, but you need to search for the 515X, I think it's called. Yeah, 51X or 515X. But anyhow, if you're still playing FS19, that's that one, and that's that one. Moving on to the next one, we got this one, the reusable wool pallet by Missy B. Oh yeah, I use this one a lot on Spectacle Island. I know we have, a crazy pallet. Oh, let me just take some barley water. We have, a similar crazy pallet now by 82 Square Studio. But this one, yeah, this is, what should I say, a little bit more stable. Even though it's only taking wool, you find this on the pallets. Let's see, it's all the way at the end. There we go. So this one you can change from 6,000 liter, 8,000 liter, 10, 12, 16, 32, or 64,000 liter. And it's only 800 to buy. So yeah, something like this, Missy B. Hopefully should be easy to make for FS22. I'm just saying. Always when I handle these kind of pallet, this pallet here you couldn't pick up. But we had the CSZ pack. I've seen the CSZ pack on the testing list a couple of times. With this favorite toy, the big bag handler. This is not actually one of my top 10 missing items from FS19. Because now we have the... Can't remember the name now. But anyway. Moving on from there. This is not either a missing item mod from FS19. Because this one we have on FS22. But I just want to mention it to the modder, maybe. That this is a great one. This is a 70,000 liter trailer. I'm just going to show you, you might, there's a lot of players still playing FS19. This one, the Riley Christie 1 Trans 70. 70,000 liter, holds everything, and cheap as chips. On FS22, this trailer here, I would say is a disappointment. And with that said, it's all because of something going on underneath here. The brake system. The brake system on the FS22 version is, dare I say it, is pretty bad actually. So when you fill up this one, and even if you have a large tractor and you try to brake with it, it's not a tractor, it's the brake system on this one. But anyhow, moving on, let's take some more cheerful one. Again, a pallet, and that's this guy here. This is a pallet which can take either eggs or wool. This one also you can hand carry. twist it up into the air if you want. And I can't remember if you can hand carry it when it's fully loaded. I don't think so. But anyway, this one holds 28,000 liter. Also on the pallets. Oh, there we go. The animal goods transport pallet. So now you can see it's on wool. How did I zoom out from... Can't we zoom out on the shop here? But anyway, so we can change it between eggs or wool. And the wool, it's 12,000 liter. Yeah. Eggs, 28,800. Only 1,000 to buy. So yeah, this is a given one. And yeah, this is something we should get on FS22. There we go. Next one is a mod. And no, it's not this one. This is also one of my favorite small tractors on FS19. More or less the same configuration as the Fendt 515. But I like the crispy sound on this one. And this one was also pretty cheap. And with narrow twins. But it's this one here. Not the feeding trough for the chickens. But this guy here. The case crumbler. Oh yeah, this one here is underestimated. This is a cultivator. And on FS22, I have to be honest, I rarely don't do any cultivating at all. I usually just plow and then I seed or fertilize. But this one here, the 110 crumbler, it's 10-meter cultivator and it only requires 30 horsepower. If you go on this one on the left here, the Kverneland Turbo, that's what 2.5 meters smaller and requires 400 horsepower. So yeah, this one here, the case crumbler. Let's fire up this bad boy. Oh yeah. All right, let's unfold this one. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can cultivate away this. Do I own this field? Oh yeah, there we go. And it's pretty quick, 20 kilometers an hour. Oh, what happened there? All right. So yeah, this is definitely a go-to cultivator. It's cheap, it's fast, and it only requires 30 horsepower. And I'm pretty sure I can't remember how... Yeah, you can probably fast farm with it. No, double X didn't work, but there's probably, I can't remember all the tips and tricks on how to fast farm on FS19. But yeah, this is a great one. Moving on to the next one. That's this guy here. Well, it's not this guy, but it's the menu system itself. Maybe it's me and the things I'm used to, but I'm missing this option here, where you see on the top side here, where you see how much capacity your silo is. So this one here is a 200,000 liter, as you can see. And yeah, you can scroll over and you can see over here, you don't have any capacity for potatoes or cotton or eggs or anything like that. You know exactly what the silo can hold, so to speak. And another thing which I'm missing, or maybe it's me who are used to it, is that if you take, for example, the first crop here, which is wheat, then you can just scroll down and you can see which sell point takes wheat and the prices for wheat. Whilst on FS22, How is it again? If I go into wheat now, yeah, I get the sell points, but I don't know how much. I don't know much, capacity I have for wheat. So yeah, I'm missing. Maybe I'm an old guy and I'm used to things, but yeah, I'm missing this option here to see, your capacity. So the next one, it's not this one, even though I missed this one also, the Massey Ferguson 8740. I think this was my Blowo. And it's not this one. We have this one and FS22, but it's these guys here, the Pottinger mowers. It seems like we have these on FS22 also, but we don't. And the really nice thing about these guys is that you can connect them together on the front of a tractor and, have a baler or, loading wagon on the back. These guys here is called, let's see here now, Mowers. So these are the in-game ones. It's not these guys. Let's see. Oh, I had this one also. This one here, the NormaCat 301 and the NormaCat X8 Varia. These comes as a pack, I'm pretty sure. But what's really nice about these guys is, yeah, they connect together, but also you can manually shift if you want to have them wide spot or narrow spot. So if I jump into this bad boy here now, fire it up, and let's see, let's go to the big mower and watch that yellow line, yellow arrow on the big mower. So if I press L1 now, how did I do this? It's a year and a half since I used this. Let's see, L1, R1. Yeah, there we go. You can see that yellow arrow there going in. So now it's narrow spot and now it's wide spot. So I'm gonna keep it on narrow and I'm gonna change to the front mower and I'm gonna do the same there. You can see L1 R stick side to side. There we go. And I'm gonna fire this up, lower it. I'm gonna fire this up, lower it. I'm gonna fire up the baler, lower it. And we should be making silage bales. And a great thing about this setup here, I know there are a similar setup in FS22, but not exactly, I think. And you can hire a worker with it. So if I press circle now, boop, there we go. The man is changed and he continues. So yeah, this was one of my favorite setup for baling on FS19. So these kind of pottingers, where are they? But anyway, I think that was it. That was my top 10 missing things from FS19. So I give the challenge to some of you other guys. If you have some things that you're missing, some of the modders are actually watching our videos. And some of if everybody is doing these kind of videos, some of the modders may take up a hint here and there and make some of these. You never know. You never know. Anyway, thanks for watching and bye bye.